Hello and welcome to Game and Chat, the podcast where we invite members of the gaming community and industry to join us to play some of their favourite multiplayer games, whilst telling us about themselves and why they enjoy these games so much. Joining me for today's episode is a very, very good buddy of mine. It is Nathan Mill. So Nathan, please come and say hello.
Hello everybody, thanks for having me today, guys.
Thank you for coming on, mate. It is an absolute pleasure and an honour. And, you know, you were like one of the first people in the gaming industry that helped, really get 64 the opportunity to work with the big leagues. You used to work at Koei Tecmo Europe. You've worked at Frontier. You're now working at Dead Good Media PR. All absolutely fantastic, publishers and, PR firms. From our point of view, but now we're going to get your point of view. And we know you've got only good things to talk about. But the game you have chosen is, would you like to tell our guests?
Suika Game. It's so good. It's so good. I love it. Me and my partner play it all the time, so I've subjected you to it today. And
you have.
I'm excited to see how good you are at it.
Oh, I am not good at all. I mean, I'm lucky to have got to about 3,000 points once. And then I look in the leaderboard. And I mean, it's good until I looked at the leaderboards and it's like 40,000. And I'm like, come again?
Oh, never look at the worldwide leaderboards. That's just a failure.
Yeah.
That's just
yeah. So, Nathan, now I know you. I'm going to start up a room here and then I'm going to invite you to come over.
Oh, yeah.
Hello. Right, I'm going to go room name, password. No, I'm not going to put a password. You should just be able to find it easily. What I do is I shall invite. Okay, you can only invite friends you have played with in automatic matching or in a room. Ah, there we go. Neat.
Oh, yes, is it going to work?
We'll see. I'm inviting you.
Enter a room. Do I have to go into automatic matching? No, enter a room, right? Enter a room.
Should just be enter room.
It's not working. No.
No. If you have a room ID up available, I can give you the room ID.
Yeah, what's the room ID?
Okay, right. I'm going to absolutely butcher English phonetics here. So it is Kilo, Bravo, Charlie, Romeo, Yankee, Polo.
Nice. I actually don't know them, so that could have been right, and you might be factually accurate.
I think the last one I got wrong, but yeah.
My biggest fear is when you're on the phone and someone asks you to spell something, and I'm like, I actually don't have no clue of what I should be saying otherwise. So it's horrifying.
I mean, at least with the English phonetics, you've got an actual like a staple to like fall back to. I mean, like if you try and use like general words, you say like, so okay, we've got the room ID here, and we say Catherine, Boston, cupboard. You say, what are you talking about?
My issue is that I forget every word that begins with the letter K, if that's the letter I have to say on the phone. I just sit there panicking like, K? Like in... I probably look like an idiot on the phone. I hate using the phone. It's the biggest fear.
K as in night. Wait, what?
K as in A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K. That's that one.
So I am going to ready up here.
Oh, there you go. Already. Oh, gosh.
Well.
This is going to be tense.
Nathan, I know you, but for our listeners and for our watchers out there, please tell us a little bit about yourself.
Yeah, my name's Nathan. Hello. I've been a PR and influencer manager in the games industry for about 10 years now. So I've worked, as you kind of nicely introduced earlier, I've worked at Koei Tecmo. I used to love, well, I still do. I don't used to. I still love Dynasty Warriors, and that was kind of the big selling point to get to work at Koei Tecmo for me. So I was given a very, very fantastic opportunity to start my games industry career there. Worked on some fantastic games. I met you guys, which was a very fun part of the job. And then eventually, after lockdown, I decided to make my move to Frontier. I love the Planet Zoo and Planet Coaster games, and it was an honor to get to even work on a part of those. And then this year, or last year now, I joined Dead Good Media, which are a fantastic bunch, and I get to work on some very fun different games with lots of different clients. And yeah, it's good fun. I love working in influencer and PR kind of management. It's good fun with all the people you get to meet. You guys are fantastic. You meet a lot of fun and great people in this industry, and I wouldn't change it for the world.
Aw, thank you. I mean, obviously, we are just one of absolute many people that you've known in the influencer circuit, or content creator, I suppose, is the more going term these days.
Yeah,
Mind you,
I like
influencer
content creator.
is used.
I like content creator. It's got a nicer ring to it, I find.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, the idea of being an influencer means you actually influence people, and I don't think we've ever really influenced anybody into doing anything they don't want to do. So we just create content.
Only good influencing. That's what. Only good influencing.
So, speaking of influencers and like content creators, who have been some of your most fun to work with?
Oh gosh, that's a tough question. I mean, the thing is, I think I meet so many different kinds of people. People have their kind of fun in their own ways. There's a lot of pay campaigns I've done over the years. I've got to meet some of the big influencers I used to watch, which is always quite fun. I remember one of the people I remember being very starstruck by was when I met the Yogscast back in the day, because I used to watch their videos growing up. So getting to meet those in person, those guys in person, was a bit of like a shock to the system, let's say. Yeah, like there's just so many great people. I don't think there's any content creator I've met that I've disliked. Everyone's lovely. Like that's not even me just saying that because I have to. That is genuinely everyone I work with is so pleasant. The industry is quite small compared to what people think it is. And the people you meet, I think people just know that everyone's very lovely in this industry. You'll get a few outliers. I've yet to meet them, and I would be scared to meet them. But mostly, as you probably know, you go to events and you get to catch up with everyone. It's kind of like meeting old pals, and it's just a really nice space. One of the things I really did at Koei Tecmo, which is obviously kind of how we met a little bit, is I really strived on making relationships with smaller content creators and like press outlets. I realized that a lot of the big guys get opportunities a lot of the time. So for me, because I used to run my own YouTube channel before I started in the game industry, it was really important for me that I let other people that were that smaller size that I was have an opportunity. So I found that working with those people was really rewarding, because I kind of got to see them working as hard as I did back in the day on my YouTube channel. And it was just really nice to get to give the opportunities back, I think, for me.
I mean, that is a really, really great way to, go about it. And that's one of the things that we've always tried to do as well, is like give back to the community. I mean, we may not have made huge leaps and bounds ourselves in the gaming industry and stuff like that. But, some people who have like written for our website, they've gone on to write for, bigger websites like Zelda Informer and Nintendo Life and, other big sites as well. So, they managed to like come on into their own as well. And also just giving people like the time of day and the opportunity to, like write for our site, or, help other developers reach out to bigger publishers that they may not have had the chance to, and stuff like that. So whereas, because of people like yourself and, other like indie developers, especially the indie developers who, gave us the time of day in the beginning, and said, we'll give you a game, because it will help promote their game, because if the big sites aren't covering it, then at least, somebody is.
Yeah. It's lovely. I mean, the indie guys are really obviously carrying. I've started meeting a lot of indie developers during my time at Deadgood, because we have a few indie clients, and I've got to really get to know a lot of them, and they're such a lovely bunch, and it's so nice to see like the small team working towards something they're so passionate about. Obviously, I've worked with many different sized companies. At Koei, I got to see kind of behind the scenes on like a massive scale company working on games, and it was lovely to see. And I knew a few people from those teams, but I never really saw the whole picture. So obviously, working with indie clients is really fun, because you kind of see the whole scale of the process a little bit, really, because there's only so few of them that join the calls and kind of work with you on the campaigns.
Yeah. But it is, and because they've given us the opportunity, and where we can, we try to help like pay it back to, or pay it forward rather, to like other developers. It's like, okay, well look, we've got our game, it's on Steam, we'd like to bring it to other platforms, but we don't really have any contacts or people that we know. And it's like, well, what, we really, really like this game, And if we can, we'll try and get you in touch with a couple of the developers, like for example, Super Rare Games, who have always done quite a lot for like indie games, and bring them to physical media. Then like Wired Productions as well, and obviously Dead Good Media are also a very good, for.
I love it. It's funny you mention.
people.
It's funny you mention Super Rare and Dead Good because Super Rare are one of our clients. So it's nice.
I
It's nice
know.
to get a list. I don't specifically work with them. My colleague Kirsty works at Super Rare, but they're one of the guys we work with, which is really nice.
That is true. I mean, I did used to work a lot with Ryan.
Ryan's lovely. I love Ryan.
He's absolutely brilliant. I love him to bits. And when obviously they left as well, and then there was an open, and I think I said to you, because when you was looking for work, I think it's probably like in between Frontier and Dead Good Media, and I said maybe you should try with Super Rare, and then it's ironic because then you worked for Dead Good Media, and I actually handled the account for him.
I think as you messaged me that, I was already kind of in talks with my boss of securing my time here, so I had to be really vague and be like, yeah, maybe I could look at that.
I could look into it as you're signing the contract.
Yeah, it's really weird in the industry because like you obviously don't really say where you're going until everything's signed, which makes sense, obviously, because you're so public on social, especially in my job. I kind of have to talk a lot on Twitter to kind of talk about new games or like now Blue Sky, and everyone like, oh, like do you have a job yet? Where you going? And I'm like, I kind of do, but I can't announce it just yet. So I'm like, I have to keep this like secret. Which is very strange.
Oh yeah, I mean, to be fair, I can understand, especially in like the gaming industry as well, because a lot of it has to be kept relatively secret as well. Because obviously you're working on very, very top secret projects that you can't really talk about out loud. And as much as you want to, and it's like, I can't say anything. And then you start, but we're not talking about, what game are you working on? We're just talking about which company you go into. And it's like, it's still the same kind of...
all behind closed doors. I remember because when I was at Koei Tecmo, the big thing everyone wanted to know was when a new Dynasty Warriors game was coming out. And to be fair, I did too because I love Dynasty Warriors. So when Dynasty Warriors 9 was first announced, everyone was desperately trying to get me to reveal when the release date was before we officially announced it. My close mates back home love Dynasty Warriors, so they were like, very excited that they had a connection to Dynasty Warriors. And we would go out on nights out drinking, and they would keep buying me beers. And like, when you leak it soon? Will you tell us after like 4 beers? I was like, sure. If you buy me the beer, I'll see what happens. And they never found out. It became a very nice night for me because they didn't find out in the slightest whatsoever.
I mean, if you keep plying me with alcohol, I may eventually spill the beans. But obviously, you're a lot better at holding your alcohol than most people.
I'm a very good at keeping the secrets I need to keep. They're locked in my brain. Sometimes I don't even know the secrets myself. That's how good I am.
I mean, you say that, but I know a number of people that work at like Nintendo UK, and it's also a very, very similar situation for them. But also, a number of the times they genuinely don't know about a big reveal or announcement until it's already been done. But it's like, but you work in marketing. How?
Yeah, it's really weird. Like the industry, obviously, there's a lot of moving parts, and you don't want your release to be revealed too early. So there's a lot of people that kind of get kept out of the loop for certain things. I've been very lucky in my career, especially when I was at Frontier and Koei, that I knew most of the things that we were announcing because as at Koei, I was one of the only PR people in Europe. I was the only one anyway. So I kind of had to know because I was the one announcing the news. So I was very lucky. And even at Frontier, like because I was on the influencer team, they wanted me to make sure that we were talking to creators about what games we had coming out before they came out. So I've always been quite lucky, but I imagine, Nintendo, especially like the Switch 2, they've got to keep that stuff like under lock and key where they can. That's big information. If one person leaks it, all goes downhill.
Unfortunately so, and especially to much to the sugaring of the people that actually work at Nintendo. I mean, I understand it. I get it. I really, really do. I mean, we've been writing articles and like covering news for the last almost 10 years ourselves now.
Oh wow!
And working with Nintendo UK, before it was a company called It's Pretty Green,
Okay.
and then Nintendo started getting their own like in-house like press team. But
Yeah.
it almost works on. It's not like an internship, but they're like there for like 2 years, and then it changes. Then they have somebody like other people come in covering the role, and it's like these are like head roles.
Yeah.
Which can make things a little bit difficult because then you have to try and rebuild the relationship every time.
Yeah, of course.
But,
That's like the tough thing with PR, right? Trying to find the right people to talk to.
well, it's finding the right people to talk to, building a relationship with them, building that trust. Because then once you've got that trust, and it's like, well, I know these guys. These guys aren't going to leak the game. They are going to stick to embargoes, which is difficult. I know it's difficult because there's even the point where, they're not going to break embargo. And then like the first opportunity, bang. And it's like, oh my God, you've made me look like a right fool at the company. And
It's tough. It's all about finding the right people, right? And like you guys were always very good. Like, you got to give people a chance at some point. But yeah, I get it. Especially like kind of the bigger the game and the earlier you provide the game, there is a level of fear. Like when we send out codes like 2 weeks early sometimes, especially at Koei when it was all kind of very much on me at the time. When we had like a new, I think it was like when Neo 1 came out on PC and I was doing that one, they're like, you can't let this game go early whatsoever. And it's scary because you send the codes out 2 weeks early and then for the next 2 weeks I'm in living fear that what if someone just by mistake does something. And to be fair, I think it's only ever happened once in my career that I've been, maybe twice, where I've been like royally needing to fix something. But otherwise, like most people are very good. Like you kind of get to know people, and thankfully in a role where I don't change out too often, I get to know people quite well for the games I work on. So I know exactly who will be a fantastic fit and will do us proud and won't do anything naughty, which is always nice.
Well, yes. I mean, it's like thanks to you guys that we managed to work with Koei Tecmo with a number of their games, or cover a number of their games, including like Dynasty Warriors, Orochi Warriors, Romance of the Three Kingdoms. I don't know which iteration because there's so many.
I think I must have worked on at least 2 while I was there, maybe 3. There's a lot of romances.
It's a great story. Don't get me wrong, but there are lots of so many stories that they can tell. So many stories.
They can keep them going, and to be fair, I'm fine with that. Dynasty Warriors, I want more. I want more in that time period. If it means I can keep playing hack and slash games, fighting with Lubu, I'm down. Give me more.
But this is an interesting one for me because it's not a particular series that I was ever like really into. The Atelier series.
Oh yeah, of course.
And I mean, at the beginning, looking at the games, it's like, okay, I don't see how this is really going to appeal to me as a player. But then Atelier Riser came on the scene, and oh my God, I fell in love.
I think Riser definitely was like the kind of turning point when I noticed in my career. Because I worked on the first 2 Riser games. I think there was a third. Yeah, there was a third, but I finished as the third one was kind of being announced. The Atelier game is one of those strange ones where I thought they weren't for me at first. As I played them, I really appreciated them, but when Riser came out, just visually, graphically, like gameplay, everything just felt it just all clicked really well, I thought. And Riser obviously is a fan favorite. Everyone loves Riser. So as a character, she was beloved anyway. And then them kind of breaking the cycle and making 3 in the series with the same character was really cool because you got to follow her throughout her life a bit more, which I love that whole idea.
I mean, I could not get enough of Riser, especially the games. The story was very, very in depth. There were a few moments or whatever you think, oh, okay. But on the whole, generally, I mean, I know a lot of people say, oh, it's very, very much a fan service game as well, because, I mean, Riser's running around in some very, very shorts. And then you don't pay much to the attention of her personality, but I do try to look at her personality.
She was a great character. I think one of the things I liked about Riser is that genuinely, like, she was one of the first. I think it's one of the first hero characters that I felt like you actually kind of rooted for her to succeed a little bit. Like some of the other ones you did, but because you followed her through 3 stories, by the 3rd game you were like quite invested in what was going to happen. Whereas when they were like the one-off games, you kind of connect to the character, but not in the same way they managed to pull off for that series. They did really well. They did really well with that.
They've done it exceptionally well, and it is such a shame that her story won't continue. But then she has appeared in other games as well, and I think including what was it? I don't know. Actually, I don't know. No, wait. I think it was like one of the Romance in the Three Kingdom games. I want to say.
She appears in DLC. There's some DLC costumes I know they released. I don't remember what ones. I know that they've done like a Riser costume. I think it was in the new Fairy Tail 2 that came out. I think Lucy in the game has like a Riser hat that you can wear and stuff, which I always like those little nods to the other games.
I mean, you gotta love the callbacks to the other games. I mean, absolutely, without a doubt. And then she actually did get a series, didn't she? They had an anime for her.
You know what? I still haven't watched that, and I knew about it for so long, and I was desperate to watch it. I should probably give that a watch. I remember talking about it internally when it was going to be announced, and I was very excited that they'd done an anime, because I always said, you should do an anime of this. Like, Atelier is so good for an anime. You just need to sell it like that. And yeah, they finally did it, and it's exciting.
I really, really do hope it does get a season 2. I hope it gets a season 2. Please.
I'll have to watch it now, because after being so desperate for them to make an Atelier series anime, I did not watch it, and I feel like I now need to go watch it. I'm hoping it's on Crunchyroll or something, so I can go give it a watch.
Well, it was on Crunchyroll, but I can't tell you whether it still is, because I don't know if they're like the other streaming platforms where they will take them off and then put them back on.
Sure. I'll keep an eye. Oh, have you just died? Am I still going?
Yeah, you're still going. You got time, mate. I can keep talking.
You know what? I've never played this game so slowly, because my brain is trying to talk while also being like, oh god, am I doing this right?
I mean, this is probably one of the best games for it as well, because it is quite chill. But I have had guests on playing like Mario Kart or like Smash Bros, and that trying to talk at the same time is really challenging. I mean, it's good for me because I know generally what I'm going to say, but because I'm putting the guests on the spot.
Honestly, if I play Super Mario or like Smash Mario Kart, I can't talk. I can't do both at once. It's too hard. I am not doing well now. This is okay, maybe.
I mean, you might just be able to. No, that chair. Ooh, hello. Oh, careful now. Easy does it.
Come on. Oh, yes, we're moving.
You are going in the right direction, at least.
This is stressful now. I feel like all eyes are on me.
Another 400 and there we're getting there. Another 450 points, sort of thing. Close. No!
You Jeremy, someone
maybe. Oh no!
Oh no, I've booked it. Oh no! If I do that,
there.
Oh come on!
Oh, that's just. You can throw that to the right. You can throw that to the right. We'll turn it into a red at least.
Okay, right. Can I? No, there we go. Gosh darn it! No. Oh, I thought I had that. You beat me. You did very good.
Oh, thank you. I mean, I was just going, and eventually, okay, then I died. Whoops. But
yeah, that's the downside. You use one wrong move, and it all goes wrong.
It's one wrong move followed by another 10.
That's my life.
Okay, he's like, I can turn this around, and it's like, oh no, wait, I can't.
Nope, that was all a mistake. Yeah.
Oh.
Please save this. Oh no, it's not going well already.
So, mind you, well, you've already got a number of you're doing well there. You're doing well.
Okay, we're doing okay. We'll get there. Yeah. Let's just.
I forgot that way, boom, and you went the wrong way then, didn't you? Oh dear.
It's the stress of this game is way higher than you'd ever imagine. Oh, there we go. I might have saved it. Cool.
I'm going to sit that down now. I'm going to do that one. There we are. Beautiful. Okay. Time to turn this around now.
Yeah, you got this. Come on, you got this. I mean, you did win the last one, so you know
I did. I mean, we're 1-for-1 at the moment.
Oh, did I win the first one? Did I don't actually remember
You
if I won
did
or
win
not.
the first one, yeah. You managed to
I would,
get. I think because I'd already passed, you only had to get one more point to like beat me. So as soon as you like racked up enough points, it was game over.
oh, okay. Oh, I did wonder why it ended suddenly. I was like, I didn't lose. What's going on? Okay.
So, as somebody who has worked for a number of companies, including Koei Tecmo and Frontier, and now Dead Good Media, you've been to a good number of events and things
Yeah.
around the world. What have been some of
Yeah.
your most memorable moments?
Oh, memorable moment. It feels like a show reel of like at the end of films and they do the little reel of everyone doing their recording. It's kind of feel like what I'm going through. Memory lane. Gosh, there's just so many. I remember the big one. I feel like a lot of people my age, especially, like going to E3. That was like a big career moment for me. Like I'm very sad it's now over. But for me, going to an E3 was like the thing when I was growing up. I was like, I have to do that one day. So getting to go to E3 was fantastic. I got to meet some of the US Koei guys, which were all really lovely. It was nice to hang out with them in person. But then the other one I never really expected was, as much as I love Japan, I never really thought about going via work. One of the benefits of working at Koei Tecmo was I got to go to Japan for Tokyo Game Show, which is a fantastic event. And just getting to go out there for work was such a fantastic experience. So definitely Tokyo Game Show, but definitely E3. E3 was one of those weird ones. I did my back in. I sound like an old man. I was in my 20s. I did my back in right before we went to E3, picking up my suitcase the wrong way, like an idiot. And my boss, yeah, it happens, right? And my boss and my manager came to pick me up from my flat, and I was like, guys, I actually can't walk. Like, if you can pick up my suitcase, I can get in the car. And I remember we were sitting in Heathrow, maybe about like 20 minutes from boarding. And I could just hear my manager and boss going, maybe we just leave Nathan here. Like, we can leave him in the UK. He'll be fine. And I have never, like, in all my life, rode through pain that much. I remember just getting up and walking onto the plane, finding my seat, sitting down and be like, right, I'm going to E3. You're not changing this. This is happening. It was the most painful 11 to 12 hour flight of my life. But, I made it to E3. And the next day I felt fine. Well, not fine, but like it started easing off a little bit because I'd actually slept and rested. But it was, honestly, it was a whirlwind.
You made it.
It was a dream for me, and we were working on, at the time, it was Dead or Alive 6. So it was really nice to have like a really big title to get to work on out there, get to go to E3 and like just be there. I'd never been to America in my life until that point. So moving to LA as a kid was always the dream. You see it on TV shows, you're like, I want to move to LA, look at where the cool kids live. I don't think I left that trip wanting to move to LA, but I definitely really enjoyed E3. And I was very sad that, obviously, with COVID happening, and then just naturally the event kind of started fading out of existence a little bit more after that, because we had all these online showcases. So it's really sad I didn't get to go again, but I'm glad I got to go at least once. I remember there being a Smash Brothers like booth for the Nintendo stand, which was very cool, seeing all the props from the game. And also my manager snuck me on to go meet one of her friends that worked at Nintendo, and while we were talking, I looked to my right and there was a picture of me in absolute shock because I saw Miyamoto, like 3 people in front of me. I wasn't allowed to go say hi to him. Obviously there were rules, there was security. But like the junior in me that had just like kind of got his shot in the industry and was, just enjoying my first big gaming event, I thought I'd already lived the dream. I was like, I'm done now. I've got here. I've lived the dream. And then Miyamoto was there, and I was like, this actually, like, I think my life has been made in this short trip. I was like, this is amazing.
Oh, wow. I mean, to be fair, that is like so many like bucket list items for like anybody who works in the gaming industry or media, video game journalism, the likes, content creation. I mean, E3, meet Miyamoto. I mean, you are ticking some very, very serious high boxes.
It could only have been upped if I was actually allowed to go say hi to him. But you know what? I respected the rules. I knew that I wasn't allowed, but it was nice to at least have been within his presence. I breathed the same air as Miyamoto-san, so that's that's exciting. I can claim that before I die, so that's always fun.
That is exciting. That is exciting. Don't let anybody tell you different. Don't let anybody say try and take that away from you. They can't
peel that off of me.
They can't.
Like, that's like one side of the coin, I guess. Like those kind of events, like the big ones that always look exciting from afar, and I've always wanted to go to. But like one of the other fun things I never really thought about before joining the industry is I got to work on a lot of fun events, make events myself. Like we went to I invited you guys to the Warriors Archery 4 Ultimate event we did right before lockdown. And that was really fun. I'd always wanted to run my own event, and I got to run quite a few fun, wacky events at Koei to promote the titles we were working on. And it's always fun when I don't know, I felt like a sense of achievement when everyone got there that day and were enjoying their cocktails. I was like, I did this. This is me.
It was, and you did such a brilliant job as well. And I think it was probably, I mean, obviously I went to EGX, but I think the event that you put together was probably my first event outside of first actual press event. My first actual press event because obviously I've been to a load of like gaming events and conventions like you got your E3 and I've obviously never been to E3 and I'm forever jealous. I mean that was like the dream to have been able to have gone to that.
Yeah,
but,
of course.
I understand.
It's one of those. I feel like every gamer had that on their bucket list, didn't they? That was like the one to go to.
But then, like I went to that one, the one that you did, and that was in the loading bar, wasn't it?
Yeah, the loading bar's fantastic. The team there are such good folk. I love any event I get to go to on there. It's a great place. I love it. They're good. But yeah, it was fun. We just got some gaming pods down. We got some lovely cocktails. The team there invented some cocktails for us. I remember sending them a list of like the Greek gods we had in the game. Was like, could you make a cocktail based on each one? And they were fantastic. They were really nice.
Brilliant team there, brilliant staff. The drinks were great as well. Obviously, I don't think I drank too many because obviously they'd have to restock afterwards. I'll put them out of business.
I remember going to the bar. Oh no, I lost. Oh no, I lost. Oh no, I didn't. Okay. Yeah, I remember going to the bar at the end of that event and being like, they're like, do you want a drink? And I was like, oh no, the budget must be gone by now. And they're like, no. There's still money left behind the bar. And I was like, I guess I can drink now the event's over. I was like, I'll enjoy my cocktails that I've made. I really wanted to try one of each just to say I'd done it, but they were quite strong, so I only managed to have like a sip of one of them. But they were good. I enjoyed that event. It was fun getting to just lead on an event myself for the first proper time, I think, really. Yeah, definitely up there. On the list of good ones. Oh, no, I lost. No.
Well, I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're going to try and change the mode up a little bit.
Yeah, go for it.
I think there's like a couple of what's it here? So we were playing original. Now we're going to go time limit or attack. We'll do time limit. I have no idea how it's gonna.
Any way to make this game more stressful than it is.
Oh yeah. Well, the other one is attack, and it's like it drops. Well, I'd say garbage, which is what they say in Tetris, isn't it? Like Tetris.
Yeah. They drop all the blocks down, right?
Yeah. So it'll just like throw fruits at the opponent. So we'll play that one afterwards, I think.
That'd be brutal.
Right, so we've got 5 minutes.
Oh wow, they put like a little timer at the top. Oh wow.
Yeah.
The rainbow, you have to drop your fruit within a certain time. Oh my gosh, that's cool. I've never played this.
Oh,
me
no.
and my girlfriend just play standard normal mode, and we play standard mode.
Nothing wrong with the traditional.
Oh, this is a good stress. I need to beat you this time. That's the goal. That's the goal this time.
Well, I mean, back on the topic of like gaming events. Hopefully, with you working at Dead Good Media, maybe you've probably already organised or may even organise some events in the near future.
I have to see what comes up over the next few months, years, I guess. Yeah, at the moment, the last event I did with the team was Gamescom, which was really fun to get to go out there. It was good bunch. We had a few of our clients out there. It was nice to catch up with them in person because I don't always get to see all the clients in person, so it's nice to meet them out there. And also my bosses, they live in Canada, so it's actually nice to meet my bosses when we go to these events and actually catch up in person. It's very strange working from home after working in like offices a lot of the time because you see everyone all the time. Whereas now we're permanently working from home, which is lovely. It's a really nice experience. But yeah, event wise, I'm curious to see what ones we'll go to this year. Any event I can go to, I'm down. I love going to events. It's always fun.
I mean, the best thing about it, I mean, I know it does depend person to person, personal experiences and things. I mean, for me, it sounds strange to say, but for me, going to events is not so much about the actual games that are available at the events, but who I'm going to see there.
Yeah, of course. And that's the fun thing about the industry is that you're gonna bump into your mates when you go to these events, which is always quite fun.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, I've known a good number of people now. Now I live in Spain. So
I
actually,
remember being shocked when you first told me this. I remember reaching out like, "Do you want to come to our event?" He's like, "We're in Spain." I was like, "What?" I was like, "Okay."
what? I mean, fortunately, I mean, in the early 2000s, before the pandemic, and it's like, yeah, I live in Spain, but you know what? I can do this.
That's good of you.
Yeah.
Good of you to travel so far for us.
Well, I did accumulate some events at the time, so I had a couple of things that I had to go to, and especially a couple of other matters to attend to as well. And it
Yeah.
just worked out at the right time. And it's like, okay, well, I'll go back, and I'll go back for, I think, about 3 weeks because I was
Oh
visiting
wow, you're
family.
back for a while.
Yeah, so I was visiting family for a few weeks, and then I had the event for Warriors of OG4. Then
Yeah.
there was another event for Wired Productions, and that was in the
Nice.
Yuki's building, I believe.
Oh yeah, lovely place to have an event. I
So
used to do
I can
loads of
talk about that now. Obviously, before I couldn't talk about too much about what I've played there and that, but they had the Falconeer
Yeah.
that was there. And there was a couple other games as well. I'm blanking now. Deliver Us the Moon. That was another one. That was a good one. And then there was another
Oh
one.
yeah, I worked on the sequel for that one at Frontier with Deliver Us Mars.
Oh, that's right. Yes. Hopefully that comes to Switch. I know you can't promise anything now. You're not at Frontier anymore, but
Yeah,
I'm just
no, no.
saying.
I don't know. I feel like I remember them. What do you call it? Talking about their next project at least. So I don't know. I don't know what they're working on at the moment. The team there, but I really liked Deliver Us Mars. It was a really fun game. I enjoyed that one.
Well, I
I
did
think
play.
that's my first game there. 1 minute left. Oh.
Oh, no, it's just dropping for the sake of dropping. Oh my god.
Oh what? Whoa! No! 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 No!
Okay, that really picked that up. Wow, okay.
Oh my god!
But I did thoroughly enjoy Deliver Us the Moon. That was when that did come to Switch. I finally played the game for full. Thoroughly enjoyed that.
I even played the rest of it. I played the sequel without playing the first one, so I feel like it'd be lovely to go back and. Why are things dropping? Why? No, I'm not pressing A. No.
It's so that we can time
Oh my
ourselves out. I'm guessing.
God.
But now oh no! I'm gonna.
Oh, I did it. Oh.
Oh. So
Oh
I
my God,
won't
that
make
was
us play that again.
that was wild.
Oh, well,
Oh,
absolutely mental.
that was actually
Absolutely
insane.
mental. I mean, I think we did well, whilst talking through it as well. So
You know what? I found it challenging on normal mode talking, and that one I was like, oh. Use words.
We did it. We made it through. We made it
We did
through.
good. We did good. I'm proud of us. We did good. Oh, we're on attack mode now. Ready up. Let's go.
Now, as you was talking about Gamescom, funnily enough, now I've not been to Gamescom myself. Jack has. So my brother Jack, who
Yeah.
I don't know, have you met Jack? I know you spoke to Jack a long time before
We used to
speaking and meeting me. Yeah.
I don't know if we ever have actually met me and Jack before.
Well, it's gotta happen. I think Jack's gonna go to MCM Comic Con in May. So I can
amazing!
I'll push the Y button. The Y button.
Oh, you gotta press the button. Oh, now I get it. Cool. Okay.
Right.
Oh, yeah, I got this. Yeah, no, I mean, even if I'm not going for work purposes, MCM is kind of on my doorstep, so it's an easy one for me to get to. Just casually on a weekend and say hi to people. So I'm sure I will find an excuse to come down to MCM.
Oh, definitely. You got to do that.
And I get to finally meet him.
Yeah.
We talked a lot before. I think we met for the event, right? I think.
Yeah. I mean, we met at the event. Jack was working at the time and he couldn't go. He would have gone, but he was working at the time and he just did not get the time off to go to the event. So I took the opportunity instead. And then obviously,
I mean,
we've spoken a lot over the years.
yeah.
But for Gamescom, that was Jack's, well, not his first big event. I mean, he's been to like ones in Barcelona and that as well. But
Sure.
it was the big one for him then. And seeing as now like E3 no longer is with us, it is,
Rest in peace, E3.
like exactly. I just signed to myself then as well. It's like nobody can see me.
Yeah.
That's
Gotta
just
do it. We can do the video recording afterwards to prove it happened.
But he got to meet Dead Good Media there as well, and like I said, we did know Matt and that then, and that was like the first real big experience. I said so because I couldn't go to Gamescom, but he did, and I helped pay for him to get there, and he went with a couple of other people that we knew as well, and they like shared a room and had a real experience.
Nice.
And so I said, so who did you see there? Who did you meet? And he's like, well, I met the guys at Dead Good Media, and they were really, really excited to see us because obviously, same again, it's one of these where you've been speaking to each other so long, and it's like nice to actually, see each other in person and like put faces to names and things. But then he also got very, very lucky. And oh no, I'm going to blank on the name now, and that's not good because he was an absolute legend. I know his Twitter handle is Aswar, but now I'm blanking on his name, and I really, really shouldn't. Oh no,
my brain is not going to be helpful while playing this. I might know them.
It's all right. It's all right. You probably do. I think he's working at. No, it wasn't Wired. It was another. Basically, he helped get us in touch with Suda51.
Oh, amazing! Damn, that's really cool.
Suda51 was there at the event, and it's like, okay, we've got to try and get an interview with him because a friend of mine is also a huge No More Heroes fan, and it's like, well, if you could at least get him to sign something for me, that'd be absolutely
cool.
Love that. Oh, no, you won! Okay, I think I enjoyed this mode of it a lot more. So we'll play this one.
I was so close to losing that, and I used the attack at the last minute, and it helped.
You did, and you hit me right at that moment when I was just about to plant something in that corner.
Oh, honestly, that was so jammy. I actually felt a little bit bad for doing that.
No, don't feel bad at all. Don't feel bad at all. That was very, very well deserved.
Oh, wait, sorry, I interrupted your story about Suda51 to scream that I won.
I don't blame you, mate. You got to take every opportunity while you can. Wait, who was talking about again? What? Yeah.
Bad habits.
Oh, I love it. Absolutely love it. But yeah, it's just amazing who you meet at these events and things. When we
I find it strange now because like you meet so many people so like all day like, I'll be walking around between like doing work and I'm like, hey, I'll catch up with you later, but like there's so many people I'm like, I don't know how I'm going to catch up with all of you later, but it's nice just to say hi in passing.
Hello, goodbye.
Honestly, I feel like when I'm walking between halls, I'm always just like, hey, nice to see you, bye.
I mean, Excel is quite a big place. Now I know. I mean, I haven't been to like the Gamescom, but I know that is even bigger still because Jack told me, and it's like, okay,
Gamescom
have a meeting.
Yeah. Oh, there you go. Oh, yeah, I've made mistakes with booking meetings one end of the hall and then having my next one at the complete other side of the hall without really thinking about it. I'm like, oh no.
Take like half an hour at least to get there. Yeah, that's what happened to Jack. Because it's like, okay, yeah, we'll have this meeting at 1, and then at 12:30 will be the next one because they're not going to take any longer than 15 minutes each one. Because that's
honestly, I always underthink how long that will take.
Yeah, it's an experience, though. It's an experience.
It's good though. I love Gamescom. I feel like Gamescom is kind of like the one I've consistently gone to since I started working in the industry. So I've got a place for Gamescom. There's the famous Corkonian bar, which everyone goes to from the industry. The Irish pub.
Yes.
Love going there to see everyone. It's always nice. It's wouldn't change it for the world. I think I've been to most Gamescoms, minus obviously lockdowns and whatnot. But yeah, I've been to most Gamescoms. It's the most consistent event I go to in abroad, not in abroad, just abroad in general.
Well, it's the large. Well, it is the largest in the world now, but it was like the largest event in Europe, and even to the point where, like, when E3 was declining, and it's like, well, Nintendo's not having anything to show there. PlayStation's not having anything to show there, and then it's like Gamescom comes along and it's like, hey presto, Nintendo's there, PlayStation's there. It's like, ooh, what's going on here?
I think Gamescom's obviously done very well especially since E3 doesn't happen anymore, which is quite nice. But my only complaint about games events is I wish they were like in the cold months. Like I go to these events and I'm just so warm. I'm a sweaty mess the whole time. I want to be cool. I want to be breezy.
They are, aren't they? It's always very, very warm. It's the height of summer. It's in like the end of, well, I suppose in September it does get a bit brisker there for like the likes of like EGX and that.
Oh, yeah, of course. We do get our winter events.
Yeah. So it's like Gamescom, yeah, you got the end of summer, which is, like 35, 40 degrees. Well, it's 40 degrees now.
Yeah. I remember when we did, when I was at Frontier, we worked on, oh no, darn it.
There's a decider now.
we worked on Warhammer Age of Sigmar Realms of Ruin when I was at Frontier for Gamescom 2023 now, and I remember we were making like streaming rooms for creators to come down, they could play the game. And I remember one of the requirements was we put aircon on, and anytime someone wasn't in one of those streaming rooms, I would be sitting next to the aircon the entire time. I was like, I'm just so warm. I need my fresh air.
I don't blame you. They get very, very warm, and just even like in cooler months as well, they get very, very warm inside gaming conventions. And I absolutely love gaming conventions, but there is one thing that has to be said for the younger generations, and including some of the older generations. Deodorant would not go amiss.
I've always thought this, and I thought this would be great marketing. I think a deodorant brand should partner with like an event. That would be like the most fantastic partnership. They give out like free bottles, or they spray you on the way in, and then you get like a free little trial bottle of deodorant. I'd be down for that. Like, I wear deodorant, and I'd still like a free bottle of deodorant. I'll take anything. Yeah, I've always joked about that though. Like the amount of time I'm like, just naturally, even with people wearing deodorant in the heat of summer when you're walking around an event, deodorant can only do so much. Like, it's not magic. It's they definitely get like links to partner with, I don't know, like MCM. What a partnership! I'd be down for that.
Or even if Mr. Beast decided to release a deodorant chain or something or whatever, market it. I mean, if the likes
smell like a beast, smell like a beast.
There you are. There's the marketing. You already done it.
Oh, the beast, the smell of nature.
Oh, the beast. Smell like a beast. Play like a pro.
I can't imagine what the smell will be, but it'd be like gamer infused spray, right? It's gotta be.
Oh yeah. Oh,
I just saved. Oh no, I didn't save it. Oh, I thought I saved it.
Oh. Okay, this is getting a bit more taxing now. Whoa! Where did that one come from? I can't do anything about that. Hello.
Oh, so sometimes it helps. Sometimes it helps. Oh no, that one didn't help. No.
Oh my god! This.
Oh, this is so hard. Okay, right.
Oh, actually, that just help me there. Thank you. Maybe.
This is the thing. If you attack at the wrong time, you help each other, and you don't want to help. Yeah. Oh, that really worked. Thank you.
I do try.
I want the two like pineapples to touch, but they won't touch. Come on.
Come on, touch.
Please. I just want the pineapples to kiss. Come on, guys.
Pretty please. Oh no! You done it! You destroyed me!
That was all levels of stressful. That was.
That was. Well, Nathan, as with all good things that must come to an end, so must this show. So thank you ever so much for coming on. Like
thank you for having me.
Thank you. It's great to have great guests, and also to have the opportunity to reconnect and shoot the breeze with friends and playing games. I mean, one of the reasons why I started up this podcast was to, talk with my friends and play games. Oh no, we just got into another game. I should have quit. Oh well, okay, we'll do another game. Right. But as we're doing that,
we're playing it.
Yeah, we'll do the outro. So if you'd like, feel free to plug your stuff. Where can people find you? The floor is yours.
Oh, well, I don't have too much to plug, but You can find me on all socials. I'm iNathanM on everything, really. Blue Sky, Twitter or X, Instagram. Yeah, if you're a content creator and you're watching this, we're always looking for new creators to work with. Please do reach out, even if you don't feel like you're ready to reach out for game codes yet. I'm always happy to talk. It's always nice to meet new people, and can offer you some guidance in the realms of people you can talk to get game codes to help yourself on your channel. But yeah, I think that's it. Otherwise, keep an eye out. I'm always posting about the games I'm working on here at Dead Good, and if there's anything that spikes your interest, I'm a DM away.
Excellent, brilliant stuff, mate. And seeing as we are, in the middle of a game now, we are going to play it through. This is just for fun. You've already won, okay? So I'm just going to clarify.
This is like the outro bonus content, isn't it?
This is the bonus.
It's what the Patreon subscribers are going to get once they subscribe.
Actually, we do a different kind of paywall here. So what we do is, the videos we post weekly on a weekly basis, and we've actually just wrapped up season 1. So this will probably be a little while before it's releases as part of season 2.
Yeah.
However, your followers and your subscribers and that will have the opportunity to watch the video before anybody else for free. Because we will provide you with the link to the video as soon as it's live, and then you can share that on your social media. And then anybody who wants to catch the actual show who's not subscribed to you will have to watch it in a couple of weeks or so when it goes live.
Hey, very nice. Could do some plugging on my socials afterwards.
There you
are. Oh, there's 2 that just don't want to touch. Oh, yes, they touched. Yes. Oh my god. I actually feel like this attack mode might be more stressful than normal Suika.
It's actually a lot of fun, and sometimes it just works, and other times not so much. But yeah, there we go.
Yeah, sometimes it actually really helps the attack mode. Like, it feels like we're playing a support game of Suika Game.
We're not so much trying to troll each other. We're trying to help each other out. Yeah. It's like,
I feel like the game just tries to support each other. Oh, there we go. Oh,
yes. Oh, don't squeeze through that. Why must the grape squeeze through that every time?
Honestly, the smaller ones are such naughty little buggers. Buggers.
They are. I've got a little cherry in there that's just stopping everything from touching there. That's gonna hurt me now.
I did feel bad. I did feel bad suggesting Suika Game. I was like, this. I don't know if this is the game. I love it.
I mean, it's such a simplistic principle, but once you really start getting into it, it's like, I just need one more. I'm so close.
It's so Moorish, though. You're like, just one go. Let's see if I can win it this time.
5 hours later.
Oh no! Oh no! No, I need to spam you. Go away. I think I've lost.
I've stopped throwing things at the moment. I don't want to just.
That one helped.
I can see you're struggling. I can see you're struggling.
I'm always struggling. That's just every day.
Every day I'm struggling.
Oh no! Wrong direction. Oh,
that's a big one. That's a big one there. It's tempting. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. Oh no! They will just try anyway.
I like the way that I was actually about to lose. You had so much space to not lose that, and somehow
I know, and then somehow boom.
Luck was like just entirely on my side for that one.
Oh, that was brilliant. Now, instead of sulking, which no, I'm definitely not going to do, go cry in the corner.
No.
But that was actually a hell of a lot of fun, mate. So thank you very much for coming on. And for everybody at home, thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. This episode will be available to watch publicly on YouTube and Spotify. So it will come live in a couple of weeks from this recording. Thank you all. And until next time, everyone, keep on gaming.